I'm the Atomic Munchkin, aka Munchkin Jessie on Twitch, and in this video, we're going to be diving into hints and tips for the Fasnacht event. I've also left some timestamps below to make it easier for those of you who wish to skip to specific parts of this video for later reference. If you're looking for a general how-to guide for Fasnacht, please check the description box below for our written Fasnacht event guide. In this video, however, we're going to be focusing on how to make the most out of your Fasnacht week. Our first stop is the honey house. This is where the cheerful beekeeper robot is going to spawn. However, it's also an excellent source of beeswax, and this we can scrap down into acid. On this run, you can see I got roughly 33 beeswax. This will scrap into 2 acid each. You'll find around 2 to 5 beeswax per hive. Now last year, this acid farm did get nerfed slightly, and you may not find any beeswax in the beehives if you stay on the same server for the next Fasnacht. However, if you server hop, you will be able to farm more, making this an excellent source of acid to use in your ammo crafting. Now remember, this acid farm is only available during the Fasnacht season, so make the most of it. During some parades, the merry Woodsman will spawn by the church, and he'll ask for 50 wood for the bonfire. An easy way to do this if you have Fallout first is to pop a tent nearby and take the wood scraps from your scrap box. Also, be sure to check the area for camps nearby, as players will often like to set up shop around Hvelshire for those Fasnacht sales. If there's no camp nearby or you don't have access to Fallout first, instead you're going to pop on the luck card woodchucker before you start collecting. Around the back of Freya's House restaurant, you'll find a shed with a bunch of wood piles you can collect from. This will be more than enough to complete the task. During the parade, you'll also be able to pick up some extra Fasnacht sausages and donuts if you're lucky. For these sausages, you're going to visit the butcher's house, and you'll find free, already made, in the kitchen. To grab yourself 4 pre-cooked Fasnacht donuts, go to the kitchen in Freya's House restaurant. You'll find 2 donuts on a wooden ladle and 2 more on the countertop to your left. Next up is one for you carnivorous XP chasers out there. If you're running a build with the carnivore mutation, Fasnacht is going to be a squirrel paradise for you. Now, before you start hunting those squirrels, be sure to pop on the perception card Butcher's Bounty at rank 3. This card will increase your chances of finding extra meat from animal corpses by 80%, making sure that you have plenty of squirrel bits for that tasty squirrel stew. If you have a fridge at your camp, you can also use it to store squirrel bits. However, the fridge does pale in comparison to the 90% reduced food spoilage rate you're going to get with the luck card Good with Salt at rank 3. You can use squirrel bits you've collected to make tasty squirrel stew. This will give you a 20% XP bonus. If you're not a carnivore or a herbivore, however, tasty squirrel stew can still give you a 10% bonus. But if you're a herbivore, it's not going to do anything, I'm afraid. For a full guide on carnivore XP bonuses, be sure to check out the description box below for our community guide. While you're searching for squirrels before the parade, or fighting rad toads and super mutants during, you can use berry mentats to make it easier to find enemies. This will give you a detect life effect. Berry mentats will also give you 5 additional intelligence, which in turn will give you more XP gain. When the robots come around to the gazebo, if you're a V.A.T.S user, be sure to kill the nearby critters before the super mutants begin to spawn. This way your V.A.T.S will land straight on the super mutants, and it won't be interrupted by any of the critters in the area. Speaking of XP, parades are a great place to open up those lunchboxes you've earned during seasons. Opening up lunchboxes gives yourself and the players around you a 25% XP bonus per lunchbox, and these stack up to 100%. And if you're lucky, other players might be encouraged to do the same and open up their lunchboxes for you too. During the parade, if your Fasnacht robots have taken a little bit of a beating, here's a handy tip to help ensure your event does not fail. In fact, you may have already seen some players do this and wondered, why are they attacking the robots? Well, they're actually trying to heal them. To do this, all you'll need is the Charisma perk card Friendly Fire and a weapon with a fire damage effect. Since patch 25, this card now works with weapons that add fire damage, such as the Warglaive with a flaming mod. However, a simple shish kebab with an extra flame jet mod will suffice. You may notice right now that some range flame weapons are not healing correctly unless you use Bash. It's probably a bug. So for this year's Fasnacht, I recommend using the shish kebab. Here you can see the lovely Nixie using this weapon on the robots to make sure all our robots have full health. Simply give them a whack to heal them. You'll want to keep all 5 robots alive for a shot at those rare masks. So make sure you're giving your robots a little bit of extra love if you see them get hurt. You can also shoot the explodable cars before the parade starts to ensure they don't blow up during the parade and accidentally kill the robots. Finally, if you're lucky, you can squeeze in some extra Fasnachts by server hopping straight after the parade has ended. This is how we've been doing it for the past year or so now, and it works best in organized groups with friends who have access to private servers, but it is possible to do this on public servers where a Fasnacht has proceeded straight after yours. However, please note that Fasnacht is not always guaranteed to proc on your private server after completing the event on a public server. That's why this method of farming works better in a coordinated group. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll always be updated when a new video drops. We're currently working on converting all our guides into video format here on YouTube. In the meantime, you can find me live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday starting at 7:30 a.m. Korean Standard Time. Good luck and happy Fasnacht!